Hi, welcome to the National Quiz Choice online news with with the high hotels around the world. And so I have Ramu here from Singapore.
Yep, that's right.
And he has a band, a new jazz percussion band actually, which is really unique. And they perform here at the Esplanade.
That's right.
Ramu, tell us more about your band and what's your band's name actually?
Well, we're actually called Dos Mazos plus Bajo, which actually means two mallets and a bass. And we're actually a new group actually. We've all played in different orchestras and in different settings and ensembles before, and for the first time the three of us decided to sit back and collaborate and do this little project for the Esplanade Concourse actually.
Oh, okay. So how long has this band been around?
It's been actually very young. We're only about 3 months old.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
okay.
very young.
Very young.
Yeah.
So are you guys performing here at the Esplanade for the very first time?
Yes, as a group, this is the first time we're playing
Wow.
together. Yeah, but we've played in many ensembles before, so we've all known each other for a long time.
Okay, now about your last song that you played, they said that you composed this when you were age 15.
Yes, that's right.
What's the name of your composition?
It's actually called Picture the Rivers.
Yes.
It was more of a kind of a theme song which I was thinking of for someone who's sitting in the car driving by, just listening to some cool music. But when I was 15, it was the kind of time of the year of my life where I was like, oh wow, I'm just going to try to experiment in different sounds and get into like a whole vibraphone field.
Now, our viewers like to know what's next for you guys. Now, since this is your first performance, what's next after that? Are you guys planning to do any recordings, releasing any EPs or albums, or do you have a website as well?
Well, I don't know. I mean, because this is the first time we're actually playing together. From here we might be thinking of doing more gigs like this, maybe at different clubs, or I don't know. It depends on what happens after this, I guess. Well, hopefully at least if we get a chance to perform more, that'd be great, and hopefully even do a recording and stuff. Well, that's for sure. That'd be awesome.
And folks, please look out for their Facebook. They may be opening up very soon.
Yes, that's right.
And they're playing. And also, may I ask, what is music to you? What's the philosophy of music?
My philosophy of music?
For you and your band.
Wow, that's a good question. Well, for my students, whenever I teach, I always tell them, music is supposed to be something which is more of like character building, and all that kind of stuff. About being together, performing together, responsibility, and so on. So, but to me, I think it's a form of expression where, I'm not very good at words, honestly speaking. I can write, but trying to express myself through music is like the simplest way I can tell someone how I actually feel, and also I guess my philosophy of music is all about giving back from whoever I've learned before, and incorporating ideas from everyone else, and repackaging it and promoting it in my own way.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
and so, when did you actually first discover that you had talent and a knack for music?
Well, I wasn't discovered. More of like I was forced into it when I was a kid by my parents to learn piano, the usual Asian mentality. But I had fun with it, and I joined a school band, and then I realized that I was actually very interested in the marimba and vibraphone. And then I decided to go overseas my parents, who were very supportive, they allowed me to go overseas to study music, and I came back. I've had wonderful opportunities to work with kids and adults in the universities, and I teach. And ever since then, I've been going in and out of the country teaching in various universities as well, especially, and trying to promote this instrument.
Is there any mentor that actually guide you in your career path as a musician?
A lot actually, and most of them were from Singapore because it started off from my band instructors and my percussion instructors who are now all freelancing, and actually one of them is around here somewhere. They were the ones who actually gave me the good advice, and they said like, hey, just keep doing what you're doing, and it's not often that someone will be really interested in an instrument like this, because it's not so common. People don't like to lug a 200-kilogram instrument around all the time for a performance. So
understand.
Yeah, so this is something different. So I was lucky doing what I'm doing now.
Here at the National Quiz Choice at Hyatt, what advice could you give for aspiring musicians like yourself? Could you give at least 3 pieces of advice?
3 pieces of advice? Well, 1, follow your passions and keep doing what you're doing, that's for sure. Don't give it up. No matter what you need to keep that dream alive. I mean, you can always keep dreaming about a lot of things, but I guess the most important thing is to make sure that at least take the first step to try to make that dream come true. That's 1. Number 2, be true to yourself and don't pretend that you're someone else. Have your own voice versus trying to copy or imitate everything else, you know, because in the end of the day, it's what you want to present yourself as, and not what others perceive you as someone else. You know what I mean? Lastly, what would I say? But I always remember that there's no shortcut to it, especially to any. I mean, of course, anything there's no shortcut to it, but especially music, it's all about hard work and sitting there, spending all that hours and time and getting to where anyone is at, or even myself or all my teachers. You know, it took a long process. There's no shortcut. So yeah, just keep on going. It can be quite tiring, it can be quite painful, but you know, if you just don't give up. I guess that's what I would say.
Ramu, thank you for joining us here at the National Critics' Choice at Safe Hyatt, and thank you for joining me here today, right now, at the National Critics' Choice Safe Hyatt and Robin Stienberg.